neutral chin so it's parallel to the floor. If you don't know what that is, you would place a fist underneath your chin and you want to set your chin right on top of your fist. And that's how you know your chin is parallel. As we add in those gentle weight shifts from side to side, like you're a pine tree swaying in the wind. Doesn't matter which direction. Nice. Feeling that movement as it travels up through the legs, the hips, the belly, the shoulders, out through the tops of the head. Change that weight shift as we go forward and backwards, towards the toes, towards the heels. Your toes may lift up as you go backwards, your heels may lift up as you go forwards. And bringing that back to the center. You can re-steady those feet if you need to. We're going to start scooping those arms. So take a nice big inhale up. And a nice long exhale as it comes down. Again, scooping it up. Big inhale. And a nice long exhale. This time we're going to scoop it up. I want you to hold that inhale in before you let it out. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. And now let it out. Good, and we're gonna walk ourselves down the legs. As we begin to forward fold, you can space those legs out even more if you need to. If you like to rest those elbows on the tops of the thighs, you can do that if you're good there. If you're ready to take it all the way down, you can start folding even farther forward. But remember, we're just easing into things nice and easy. Few more moments here. Are you really allowing your head and neck to relax? Or are you holding your head? Good. As we begin to bend those knees even more, we're going to slowly roll up through the spine, or you can use your hands to walk yourself up the legs. Nice and slow and slow. Scoop it up, big inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to go ahead and take it forward. Take it forward as you dive off that mountain to that forward fold. Same thing, you can rest on the thighs, or you can take it all the way over. Don't forget about those blocks. Those blocks are there to bring the floor closer to you. And same thing, really trying to allow your head and neck to relax here. Like to grab hold of those elbows, that'll add a little bit more weight to the upper body, allowing you to get into that low back. Feel free to add in a swing if you like. You can add in a swing from side to side. And we're going to slowly start to roll up through the spine, same thing. Releasing the hands, you can roll up with the arms on the legs. Good. Feel free to adjust your legs. You can bring them back in closer if you need them. We're going to take those arms up as we start to climb that rope from side to side. Really stretching and closing those fingers, waking up those joints in the hands. And it's up to you how far you want to bend to the side, adding in the side bends, the lats. Good. Taking both hands up, lean any direction you like, whichever one feels the best. And slowly coming up, taking a nice big inhale. Exhale into your side bend. There you go. And coming back up. Taking those hands down. Rolling out those shoulders, nice and gooey. However fast or slow. Same thing, tracking any areas of tension, any spots that feel crunchy, zooming in on those spots. As we reverse, going the other way. Release that shoulder roll. We're gonna shrug them up with a nice big inhale, bring them up. Hold it in, and drop it down fast. Good, again, shrug it up, hold it in. Drop it down fast. And one more time. Hold it, drop it down. Good, take a swing from side to side. Feeling the hands and the arms as they're adding that percussive beat to your body. Good. It's up to you. Want to add in your eyes and head and neck, increase that twist. And feel free to let those arms float up even higher, feeling the wind as it travels past your fingers. Big arm circles, and just taking notice of any tightness. And reverse other way. Last one. Good, taking it out to a T, big inhale. Exhale, bringing it in for a hug. You can pause, you can rock. Whatever you need here, you can take your gaze down, just taking a pause. Feeling what it feels like to console yourself, to hold yourself, to be close to you. You want to add in some squeezes to the back of those deltoids, the back of the shoulder blades, some taps. Our body likes to hold tension from stress and emotions. As we take those arms out, big inhale. Changing the arm that's on top as you exhale. Same thing. Squeeze if you squeeze, and tap, release. All right, we're gonna make our way down and shake all that out. All right, for anybody watching, you can come down to your easy pose, your crisscross legs. You can do your butterfly if that's more comfortable, or you also can sit straight legs, or you can sit in your chair. If you are sitting in the chair, make sure you're not all the way to the back, you're right at the front, knees stacked over toes, sitting up nice and tall. All right, tuning into those sits bones underneath you, feeling those sits bones pressing into your mat as we root to rise. Finding that neutral chin, don't have that chin too far up. Nice long road level. I'm just gonna breathe in. turning that nose to our shoulder, either shoulder, as we go down and across to the other side, drawing that smiley face. We have the bottom arc to a circle as we start to work through our head and neck. We're gonna do the back side of the head. So you don't have to crunch your neck, because that can be very uncomfortable. But just a light lean back, as if you had a long ponytail and you're drawing it across the backs of your shoulders. There you go, nice. As we return to that bottom arc, if that was comfortable, or you can take it for a full head and neck circle. And don't forget to reverse and go the other way. To the center. We're going to take that right hand, bringing it across, grabbing the left side of our face as we lean that right ear towards that right shoulder. The other one's going to rest on your leg or on your mat as we breathe into that stretch. Nice and easy here. Resting arm, shoulder, and gently pull apart. And slowly releasing that head, guiding it back up. As we switch to the other side, left arm comes around, grabbing the opposite side of the face, left ear to left shoulder, same thing. Guiding that head back up. We're going to clasp those hands, or you can just look down towards your mat if that's more comfortable. Having those thumbs out, we're going to massage out that back of that neck, going down the neck. All of those tight neck muscles. Exhaling, releasing. Recommend this portion right before you go to bed. You'll sleep so good. Bringing those arms down. Let's go ahead and walk those hands forward, or if you're sitting in the chair, just walking forward, hanging over those legs. With a nice deep breath. If you have your blocks, you can place your elbows on your blocks, bring up a little bit higher. those legs if you need to. You can rotate whichever leg is in front or change positions with the legs. We're gonna go into our twists, bringing that right hand to the right knee. The other one is gonna be placed right behind you on the spine or on the base of the chair. As we press into the sits bones, you're leading with your belly button as you begin to rotate towards that left side. It doesn't matter, we'll do both sides. And slowly coming back to the front, taking a nice big inhale. As you exhale, exhale into the other side. Coming back to the front. Same thing, going back to that first side, whatever your first side was. Twisting, lifting, sitting up as tall as you can. And slowly coming back to the front. Last time, other side. Exhaling into that twist. Coming back to the front. Bringing those legs together as we just do some gentle knee drops from side to side. And we're gonna make our way into child's pose. Coming down, knees together, knees far apart, whatever you need. Play around with the knee spacing. If you're sitting in a chair, you're just folding forward over the legs. If you can't put pressure on your knees, that's gonna be your child's pose in the chair. Good. If you want a really good stretch in the shoulder joints, as you stretch those hands out and those palms are pressing into your mat, I want you to think about sitting the armpits towards your mat in this position. You get a nice stretch in those shoulders. We're gonna walk both of those hands towards that right side of our mat. And then we're gonna lean back towards the left side of our hip. So you're kind of going in a diagonal. And slowly walking those hands the other direction. Same thing, left side of the mat, but leaning back with your hips towards the right side. And coming back to the center with those arms as we bring it up to our table position. Just doing some circling here with your table. Circling over the wrists, the knees. If your belly was the spoon, it's stirring the center space. Good, keep stirring. Just gonna give an example in the chair of what would be a circle. Good, don't forget to reverse that circle and go the other way. Slowing down that circle. We're gonna do a little cat and cow here today. Dropping that belly towards your mat. You're gonna lift your chin this time as we go into that cow position, taking a nice big inhale. As you exhale, you're going to suck the belly in, arching the back to your cat. And just continuing through that arch and release with the spine and the belly from one to the other. Good. If you need a guide, your eyes will be looking at your belly button on the cat or your hip bones, and then up towards the wall or the ceiling when you go to cow. Yes. We got a few more of these. Really pressing through the forearms. You can get those forearm muscles when you really stretch those arms on the cat. All those fingers are spread out, all the finger pads. Last one each side. Good. Coming back to a nice neutral table position. Taking our right foot straight back. So those toes are kind of pressing into the floor as if you're on your tippy toes. And we're just gonna rock forward and backwards with that one leg that's back there. And you get a nice calf stretch here if you hold that heel down towards the mat. Keep going. Good. Coming to a nice balanced position with that foot back there. We're gonna bring that left arm into play. So our right leg is back. That left arm is going to slide out in front of us. If you feel like you got a nice balance happening here, you can stay here. If you want to take it up a notch, we can take it to bird dog and lift that back leg. Don't forget to take some nice deep breaths. They're nice. Yeah, keep breathing. Good. Breathe. And slowly lower down. Good. You can bring that leg in. You can shake it out if you need to. And when you're ready, the left leg is going to start making its way back. Same thing as we press forward and back through the toes, into the heel, stretching out our calf. Center position, finding a nice stable point. That right arm is going to slide up, same thing. Balancing here, or you can lift that back foot for bird dog. Good job, everybody. Yes, good. Slowly land it down. Bringing that leg in. Go ahead and take another child's pose. Take a rest. walk that right leg, I should say. We're gonna bring it forward between the arms, or you might need to bring it around the side. However you gotta get that leg up there. It's coming around as we take it into our balancing position on our knee. Before we take it into our low lunge, just right on top of that leg, we're gonna come to a balance, bring those arms out to the side. Yes, and you're just breathing here. Good, continuing those arms up overhead. Don't mind me, I'm gonna do this in the chair. Alright, as they come overhead, good. And then slowly bring those arms down through the front space. Ooh, that's good. And taking it out to the sides again. Alright, now I want you to turn towards your front leg as you turn all the way. And slowly turn the other way. Keep breathing. Yes. Good. Coming back to the center. You can rest those arms. So we're going to take you into that low lunge. If you're in a chair, you're going to stay this way. Low lunge, go ahead and walk that foot even more forward as you start to press your hip bones towards that front heel. So now these muscles are going to split. I'm going to switch legs open. So you got a nice open stretch here. Don't forget about those blocks. One on each leg, one on each side if you need it. Breathing into that stretch. Good. Remember to ease in. You don't want your stretch reflex to lock you out. So nice, easy. Start at a 3. And as that starts to relax, you can go a little bit deeper, and then a little bit deeper. Good. And bringing that outside arm to the inside of your leg, so both arms are on the same side. Bringing that arm back to the outside of the leg. Slowly bringing your hips back as you walk those hands back with your hips. Bringing that front leg to a nice bent knee, or you can stretch it all the way out. Our hamstrings should start to kick in on that front leg. Deep breath. Slowly starting to shift those hips back forward one more time to that low lunge. You can rest here, or you can try to lift that back leg or grab that back leg, or stay right where you are. Close. Yes. Very nice. Good. And slowly release. Making your leg, bring your legs back, shake it out, take your break if you need to take a break. And then make our way to the other side, bring our other leg forward. We're going to start with our balance. Our balance, Captain Morgan stance, taking those arms out to the side. Big inhale. As you exhale, taking them overhead. Straight up. Exhaling as you take them out to the front of the body. Good. Back to the sides to that T. As we begin our rotation. work from the 90-degree position, or if your knee is able to go past the ankle, torso, toes, that's when you get an even more stretch into the Achilles and the heel. So as long as there's no knee pain, you should be good to go. Keep breathing. Bringing that outside arm to the inside of the leg, so both arms are on the same side. If you're able to keep those arms close to your leg, keep them close to your leg. And bringing that arm back to the other side. As we begin to slowly shift those hips straight back. Going into that half split. Breathing into those hamstrings, back of the leg. You can rub them out with your hands if you need to. The goal here is to make you feel like you're sticking your chest out so that we can flatten out that spine. The more you flatten out your back, the deeper that stretch is gonna get. There we go. And slowly shift back into that low lunge one more time. You can lift or grab that back foot if you like. Releasing that leg, walking that leg back. We're gonna come to completely sitting with those legs out in front of us, both legs out in front. Pointing and flexing those toes, circling those ankles, getting out all those cracks and pops. Don't forget to reverse that circle. Shaking out those legs. We're gonna rub those hands together. Rub the hands together, make them nice and hot. And I want you to focus in on your right thigh. You're gonna smash that right thigh. Every point. And you're gonna go all the way down the leg. And then I want you to think about wringing that leg out if it was a rag. So you're squeezing your hands together on each side of the leg as you just press it all out of that leg. And then we're gonna do the same thing to the other side, starting with warming those hands up. Nice, I know that's hot. All the way down. And then squeeze out all the water. Squeeze and squish it. Alright, now that those are nice and warmed up, find those sits bones, adjusting your seat if you need to. We're sitting up nice and tall. We're gonna scoop those arms up, big scoop. As you exhale, we're gonna take it forward. We're finding a 3, so our stretch is just beginning. A nice light stretch. Still want you to think about keeping that back nice and flat. So if you need to turn sideways so you can see yourself in the mirror. Nice flat back. Yes, very nice. And slowly walking yourself back up. Same thing, scooping it up, big inhale. to maybe a 5. Still trying to keep that nice flat back. Your knees are allowed to bend depending on how intense that hamstring stretch is. A pulled hamstring is no fun. Please bend those knees. And coming back up. All right, our last one. We're going as deep as you would like. Safely taking it forward. You can relax into it if you like. Good, yes. Nice. Coming up. Finding that butterfly. Going back to the butterfly. Just resting here. If you need to lock those knees or put pillows underneath the knees, you can do that. Just hanging it over. The cool thing about this butterfly position, the knees will fall lower depending on how your pelvis is tilted. So putting both those blocks together creates a full base, and they'll actually go lower if you lift your hips higher than your knees, just in case. Feel any uncomfortability there. Yes, if you aren't already, you can apply some pressure with those elbows to the inside of the thighs. It's going to kick in inside the hips and the rotator cuffs, maybe some inner thighs. And coming up. We're gonna do some more twists. Now let's stretch out one leg. One leg is out. The other leg is going to cross over. Are we mirroring? Sorry. Right leg. Is that helpful? Right leg's out. Left leg. Cross over. There we go. Right arm grabs the left leg. As we twist, we're going to twist towards that front leg, or whichever leg is in front, you're going to turn it towards that leg. Good. The goal here is to feel those sits bones touching the ground in that twist. Make sure those sits bones stay connected to your ground. As we slowly begin to turn back to the front, we're just going to take the arms to the other side. The legs are going to stay the same. And coming back to the front. Switching those legs out. Other leg is straight, other leg is bent. Bent leg's gonna cross over your straight leg, and we're gonna turn towards that top leg first. So we'll do both sides. So either side. And slowly rotate towards the other side with the upper body. chest. Hugging it tight. You can have some space in between those legs. Same thing, space for your belly. You can rock them side to side or grab underneath the legs. As you rock from side to side, just feeling all the points of your back as it's relaxing into the floor, back of your head. Good. Grabbing onto those knees or those shins as we begin to circle those legs, focusing in on our low back. Massaging out that low back. And reverse that circle. And we're going to hold on to that right knee, and you can land that left foot nice and flat, or you can stretch it all the way out if it's comfortable for you to do that. Just taking a stretch here. Enough deep breaths. Good. We're going to take that right knee into our right hand. Release that left hand. It's going to rest on your mat to help you balance. And that right knee is going to come out to the side of the body. So you're feeling a stretch in that hip area, maybe in the hip flexor. Good. Slowly bringing that leg across the body. We're going to switch hands. So left hand's going to grab that right knee. Right hand's going to rest on the ground on your mat. And we're going to bring it across the body. And our body's going to slowly rotate. It's going to take us into a low back stretch. Nice and slow. We got it. Deep breath. Releasing that leg as it takes it down to the ground. Other leg is going to come into the chest as we hold on to it with both hands. Left hand grabs that left knee. Right hand's going to hold onto your mat. And you're going to take that left knee out towards that left shoulder, towards the side of the body. Deep breaths. Across the body, switching hands. Right hand grabs that left knee, left arm rests on your mat. We're going to bring the knee across the body as our body slowly starts to twist for a low back stretch. arms flat on the mat. We're gonna do some bridges, so we're gonna send those hip bones up towards the ceiling. Pressing our hips towards the ceiling. We're gonna lift those hips up off the ground. As high as you like, as comfortable a spot as you like. Deep breaths here. Good. We're gonna slowly roll down every little vertebrae. Again, when you're ready, pressing into our feet as we lift those hips. Our goal is to have our shoulders, our hip bones, and our knees in the same line here. There we go. And slowly lower down. Good. All right, we got one more bridge when you're ready. Going up. If you're good here, you can stay here. If you want to try to grab both your hands together underneath your back, you can do that. It's going to engage the center of the shoulder blades. Or you also can grab onto your heels. Deep breaths. Good. Releasing those hands, releasing those heels, coming on down. We're going to lift both of those knees up, taking those arms out to a T to brace us on the ground. And then we're going to take both of those knees all the way down to the ground on the right side for another twist. Got it. If you want to deepen that twist, you can look away from the legs, or you can just rest with a neutral head. Good. Take it all the way down to the ground, all the way. Find a resting position or on top of your blocks. There you go. Good. If it's too tight, put your blocks underneath your legs so your body can rest. Slowly bringing those legs back up or taking them up one leg at a time if you need to. And when you're ready, we're going to carry them over to the other side. Same thing. You can have those blocks ready if you need them to drop those legs on top of. You also can shorten the angle. So if that 90-degree angle is too tight of an angle, you can release it and take it more down in the diagonal. That's going to lessen the stretch as well. Bringing those legs back up to the bent knee position. And our last two stretches, we're going to do that piriformis stretch. So bringing that right leg up, crossing across to your figure four, placing your right arm through the space, lifting that bottom leg up, grabbing your underneath leg. You got it. Deep breaths. You can also put a block underneath your head here. That way, if it feels like it's pulling you up. Yes, you should feel that stretch in your back pocket. our way into our final relaxing positions. You can allow those knees to fall together if that's comfortable for you, or you can stretch them all the way out. Palms up if you'd like to receive, palms down if you want to feel grounded.